Hey guys, it's Gwen. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another story time, and today's story time is all about me getting dumped in a hallway. So the story takes place when I was 12, 13, 14. 13, 14? No, 13, 14. This takes place when I was in 8th grade. I met this guy. We're gonna call him by his real name because everybody knows his nickname as his real name instead of his real name, so I'm gonna call him his real name. Okay, so me and James met at school. I was friends with pretty much everyone in his friend group, except for like one or two girls, I think. I had been dating this guy and it was long distance. I met him through a friend at my school. He went to another school near us and we'd been dating for like a few weeks, but we were in 8th grade and he'd never met my parents. I'd never met him. But he came to my 14th birthday party where James was also there along with the rest of our friends and our friend group. When the guy I'm dating at the time gets there, he gives me this certificate to a spa that his mom works at as a present, and then stays for like 10 minutes, calls the party ratchet to one of my best friends, and my best friend tells the entire group, including me, and I don't remember if it was me or someone else, but somebody at the party asked him to leave. Y'all, this is so bad. I feel so terrible for this, but I was 14. This was my 14th birthday party, and my entire friend group convinced me to break up with this dude right then and there. So I called him and said, hey, I don't think this is working out. And the entire time at the party, James had been flirting with me, and our friend, we're gonna call him Connor, our friend Connor kept telling me that James was flirting with me, James likes me, blah 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 blah. The way this party was is at my house. My family was in the living room area, and then all my friends were in like our basement. So I had like a friend section of the party and like a family section of the party, and even people in my family section area were pointing out that James was flirting with me, and we both clearly liked each other back then. He asked me out later that night after all the guys went home. I had a bunch of the girls sleep over and I was texting him the whole night, and I was so excited. I was like, this is crazy, like me and James are gonna be together. James and I are together. Everyone's like, y'all are so cute. And we're dating during like the winter months, I guess, and so a lot of snowstorms keep happening. He comes over, we have like this cute little snow day date, and we're together for like at least 2 months at this time. I had noticed he had like started to back away, get more quiet, not talk to me as much, and he told me that like his parents had been fighting a lot and that like stuff going on at home basically like was not great. I'm at my locker, it's in between classes, we're in middle school at this point, 8th grade, where I'm at my locker about to go to class, and James walks up to me, and I can already tell that something's weird because I was like, what's wrong, like what is it? Who died? Like, dark and twisty Gwen. I'm just like, who died? What happened? Like, what's wrong? He says, I don't think you and I should be together anymore. This isn't working out. Same lines that lots of dudes give all the time. I don't know if the reason that he said is true or not as to why we broke up. It doesn't really matter. But he tells me this at my locker. He walks away, and instantly tears, just bawling tears come draining from my eyes. Like, I've never sobbed harder over a dude except for my ex-husband, and that's like, when I tell you I was a ride or die for this boy, I was a ride or die for this boy. I'm like sobbing my eyes out, and all of a sudden every single girl, I kid you not, every single girl from my 8th grade class, including the popular girls, the nerdy girls, the girls who hated me, the girls who didn't talk to me, like the girls who were my best friends, every single girl sees me sobbing, crowds my locker, and I'm being hugged by like 20 different people all at once. I see like 2 of my best friends in my face, like talking me down, because I'm still sobbing at this point, really loud. We're all late for class now. My dean comes into the hallway, and when I tell y'all, I hated this bitch. Like, I really, really hated this bitch. Like, did not like her whatsoever. If y'all have seen my story time about the time I burned my psycho ex-best friend, she was the dean that took care of that situation and favored the other girl, so I did not like her. She came into the hallway, yelled at everybody. She was like, "Get back to class now!" And I was like, whoa. And I still have like tears streaming down my face. And she's like, "Gwen, come with me." And so I come with her, and she tells me to sit, and she says, "What's going on?" And I said, "Nothing, I'm fine." She's like, "Is this about James?" And I said, "How did you know about James?" And she was like, "Well, I mean, the whole school kind of knows about you and James. Like, I guess the 8th grade relationships everybody knew about, so like 6th and 7th grade relationships, no one gave a damn about it, but anyone that was dating or together in 8th grade, the entire school knew about it, including the faculty." I told her the truth. I was like, "Yes, this is about James. He just broke up with me at my locker, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, And she pulls out a chocolate bar, a Hershey chocolate bar, hands it to me, writes me a note for class, and says, "If you need to take a break today, or you need just a minute to yourself, you can step out in the hall or come to my office or go to the counselors, because I understand and I'm very sorry you're going through this." And y'all, it was the only time she was ever nice to me, and I'll never forget it. I'll never forget her. That was my embarrassing, crazy first breakup ever. I mean, I handled it pretty well, honestly. I've handled breakups a lot worse, but for my first breakup ever, I definitely think I handled it pretty well. It was a weird situation because it wasn't like I was broke up with in front of people. I was just broken up with at school, and it's kind of like being broken up with at work. Like, you just don't want to be at work anymore. You feel extra stressed, you feel like really weird. That's today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you would like to see next. I love you all so much. We're on the road to 1K. I post every Tuesday and Friday, so I'll see you next week.